I see you've come back for your daily dose of dingo. Well, you can find this and more alliteration over at my Twitch. Right there. Enjoy the video. You can't beat creativity. It's not too late to join them. Never. How do you feel about a full reanimator build of creativity since Persist is the mirror breaker? Like the Grixis one? But with Ren and 6? I would never play on Markgrave. On Markgrave seems, not good. Witherbloom command? Oh shit. They're playing the rock. Creativity is like $40 a piece now. It's definitely too late to join the creativity. Keep drawing Ragavans. It's a lot of Ragavan. Urborg Lurgoyf. Oh. How did the Living End match go? They top decked the Violent Outburst and I got annihilated. Didn't go well. Feels Living End, man. Or 5 Goyf or 2 Ragavans who will win. Ooh. Piece of grist. Oh, Ragavan's stupid. Why did this just happen? Time to play some brawlers instead of Goyfs. Who let that just happen? Watsy? I don't think I want these thought seizes. It's a bit. I like this hand. Seems aight. Oh, Ragster. I don't think I want a Hogak on one. Hogak is probably not great against this deck. Wow. Hey, Terran. Much wow. Very Terran. Uncontested Furious George. Very contested Furious George. I guess I'll play a Hogak then. Fine, I'll play a Hogak. Man. Oh. When you do flip a castable, it usually ends the game. Weef. You're building a Pauper deck? I can't help you there. Play Tron Fairies. I think that's a deck, right? Or play something with electrostatic infantry in it. I think that's Pauper legal. Swift Spear is Pauper legal now. I actually think Tron, it's Tron or Fairies, right? I think it was just saying words. I am just saying words. That's technically all I do every day. It's just sign on to stream, say some words, sign off of stream. If you want to boil it down that much. Infantry's not uncommon, damn. Tragedy. Sometimes I breathe. Not very often, but once in a while. Teamer Battle Wage? Is that like the capitalistic version of Teamer Battle Rage? You were going to battle me for your wage. Oh, come on, man. I worked 40 hours this week. I don't care. Jackie. I didn't minus. Okay. Big Cope. I need that Lily to not get Inquisitioned. Could kill this Grist. Might be worth it because I can't cast anything for a couple turns. Yeah, let's kill the Grist. Problem with killing the Grist is now that I have to attack with this Fury. Maybe I attack. I'm gonna do this and attack them. Force the trade because this Dothy can turn into a Fury. Let's do this. Isn't great for me. I still need to top deck like a pretty good one. Maybe I should have just killed this and assumed my opponent didn't know. But that's like half the text on Dothy. Iron Blood, you're the biggest scam hater I've ever seen. Every day you're like, scam is trash. That's all I hear is scam slander out of you. It's funny. I respect it. At least you never stray from your original position. Haters gotta hate. At least you're valiant. Alright. Let's go next. Zig scam is trash and 2 to get a dingo. That's Iron Blood every day. My neighbor just turned off my fan. Oh, that's it, neighbor. This means war. So my neighbor and I have the same exact fan with this remote. So whenever they turn off their fan, it turns off my fan. So I try to get them back. I don't know if it ever works, but I hope it does. What a life. It's the great fan wars of 2022. Ouch. Ragavan connects. Is it Christmas? That's so fucked up. Jesus. Why did this happen? My opponent just lost the game on turn 2. It is Christmas. Christmas came early. It's Gristmas. Merry Gristmas. Boomer Jund, is it you? I don't even want to discard anything. I like all the cards in my hand. But I guess I could discard land Grief. I'm just not going to do anything this turn. They don't have an answer to Ragavan 1. I guess. Maybe I'm supposed to discard like Grief Feign Death. I don't know. Land Feign Death. I just don't think I play the Spyro. I don't really need to. My hand is pretty stacked. Turn the Earth. Yeah, you would know better. What, TBH? Agatha Benethan. Hello. Endurance, Goif. Give the Wish Jund Soul Shift. The wish list is amazing. That list slaps. The one that just came out like 3 hours ago on the YouTubes. 4 hours ago, I guess now. That one slaps. I love that list. I guess I'm gonna take the Torok. Hope you're doing well, Weeb Hobo. It's nice talking to you in Hotashi's chat last night. Yerp. Also yerp. Is there an instant in the graveyard? There's a fatal push in the graveyard. Okay. 2 plus 6 equals 8, so it's time for the ravaging. My opponent said GG's, well played, in like a nice non-condescending way. And I just feel bad for them because they were like, you know, thank you for the videos and all that. And now I was like, I just hit a grist with my Ragavan and I won because of it. I feel bad. In paper, where's my Torok? It's curling like a Pringle, so forgive me while I try to unpringle it. Here's the Jorts Torok. And then I have Antsless Torok. This is Theater Class Torok. I've been calling him Theater Class Torok because he just looks like he just got out of theater class. Dingo's playing Scam? What the? He's belting out Beetlejuice. I'm actively trying to defoil my collection. Dude, these foils are so bad. Actual Pringles. What sleeves do you prefer? I kind of hate all of them. I'm gonna try the katana sleeves because I've never tried them before. I've heard that the katana sleeves are really good. We're too tight to double sleeve with. Bizarro, have you seen those, the folding? I'm pulling out. So this is my expressive iteration, right? I have it in a folding double sleeve. So if you try to pull it out, you got to pull out this piece first. Like these inner sleeves mean that it'll never come off when you stick it in because you put it in the back. Don't take that out of context. And then you like slide it. I can't do it facing the camera very easily. But you slide this piece into the back and then it holds it. The sealables, they're goated. Yeah, they're also waterproof. Quote unquote waterproof because it's not really waterproof. They're called condom sleeves. They're too tight to fit an unsleeved card. Holy moly. See, the problem with these sleeves is that if you try to take one out, it'll like ruin the sleeve. At least I haven't figured out a good way to take one out. I'm getting a phone call. Hold on, let me answer this. I was a heater salesman trying to sell me a heater. Little does he know I'm already on a heater. How do I read this, by the way? Jeez. I am in danger. So much danger. I needed the Dothy. I didn't have a Dothy. Yeah, you ain't about that heat. Stay on the line, you'll get the real heat. Motherfucker. I hung up. That's exactly how it went down. Should have been there, chat. How do I unpringle these cards, chat? Do I have to get one of those stupid do not eat packets and then stick it in my deck box? The dehumidifier packets or whatever the hell they're called. You can get them on Amazon. So Pringles. Silica gel packets. Have to remember to buy some. Bake them in the oven for 375 for 30 minutes. Add a little bit of salt, pepper, and boom, you got yourself a nice Pringle. I feel like edicting is a bad idea. So instead of... Did they have another ox in here already? They already have another ox in here. Well... I'm playing Scam. I already have plenty of salt. Alright, a little bit of pepper. Maybe some vinegar. KMC. I haven't heard that name in such a long time. I remember when KMC sleeves were like the goat sleeves. Now they're not. I feel like something happened with KMC production for the outer sleeves that were just like, they went so downhill. They changed the process. I bought a bunch of packs of those sleeves and they were just like, they changed. I was like, you changed. Moved FAC to China, that makes sense. Because they were like cut differently. Some of them had like giant pieces of plastic just sticking out the side of the sleeves. And I was like, I had to like scrape it off and then sometimes it would split. AMC Perfect Hard inner sleeves. I'll look into those. There are one card in deck. This is fine. I can win this game. Sign in blood? There's no sign in blood? Oh no. KMC had Amazon replicas that ruined their name. Well, we're about to have surgical. A little bit of Hearse. Maybe a Hitotsugu. I don't really like blood mode against them. Lily's the worst. Thoughtseize is hit or miss. Not that good. Usually trim and terminate. Ragavon's also not that good. Get on to 3 Thought Seizes. First Doth, you can't lose. I seen a way to cast this Dothy. You're violent outbursting. My last match against Dredge, I was on Living End and I made them mill out their entire deck with the help of 3 Oxes in their yard, and I was violent outbursting to Fog. That's sick. Reunion, Gaze. Well, this is like the most Thoughtseize proof hand I've ever seen. Where am I living? Southern California. Very good hand. They're probably gonna Gaze again in upkeep. Kind of surprised they didn't Gaze again in upkeep. Big dots, good enough. Imagine big dots, good enough. KMC USA went through a transition where the owner wasn't hands-on, but he has since passed and his brother is now running it. Wait. He actually plays Magic. They have super good customer service and will literally replace anything that is defective. I must have I haven't used KMC in a minute, so I guess I just hit like a bad batch potentially. There's a lot of dredge going around at the moment, which I understand to a degree. People are skipping on Graveyard Hate because Living End's gotten less popular. Why did Gemstone Caverns enter my exile zone? That's not how that works. Go home, Moto. This is pretty much garbage time. Just looking for a bunch of portable holes, I guess. They can portable hole this, portable hole this. I'll take your Gemstone Caverns, sure. That's what they called you in high school, no guy. No, not like this. Void counters make it your zone sometimes on Moto. I've had Ragavon be in my zone as well. I'll mold this. It's got a Doth unit. I'm obliged to keep it. They're mulliganing to 5. This is match 2. I just haven't been splitting. Game 3 of match 2. Got lost in the sleep talk. They don't have a Dark Blast here. If they have a Dark Blast, I'm in trouble. No Dark Blast. No Dank Blast. Aha, no Dank Blast. And no Cathartic Reunion. Fight me an IRL thing? No, it's for playing fighting games. I'm not gonna go wrestle one of you behind the fucking Walmart parking lot. Not happening. Behind the Denny's. That's a different story. I've been saving up my points for nothing. I would like to discard no cards. Oh, I was going to spend my points on VIP because it specifically says not to. It doesn't do anything. Stop wasting your points on it. Fine. Yeah, keep this. It's not amazing. Does have the Gak attack though. Guess I should float red black. Page Bolt, Feign Death, play Ragavan. Oh. It doesn't, but if you can't access a Spyro, then it's the next best choice. If your meta has a lot of Murktide in it, though, then I would go with the third or the second Lily, because Murktide's very prone to getting edicted by Lily. Converted to Scientology. She's starting to catch on to it, though. She knows that if I call her during streaming time, I most likely am going to prank her. Fork in the main's fine, too. There's a lot of flex spots you can do with this deck. I'm not going to say one's like any better or worse than another for the most part. Don't spell pierce me. I'm getting spell pierced. Is there a worse feeling than getting spell pierced? I don't know if it exists. Do I ever miss Kroxa? No. Not really. Snared worse? Snared might be worse. Matatithe? Alright, Matatithe's a good one. Can't argue with that. They drew an islet. Kroxa misses you. I don't miss Kroxa. Call Kroxa, he misses you. I'm over Kroxa. I've moved on. I don't know if it was even worth it to spend the Oda War there. I probably would just crack the islet instead. What about getting hit by Ragavan and casting your Grist? Yeah, that's fair. Main deck, Heroic Intervention in response to a verdict against elves. Alright, well, first off, you shouldn't be losing the elves. Second off, you shouldn't be losing the elves. Don't ask how I know. Listen. Just have nothing? What's going on over there? They have to have like a Murktide, right? It's the only thing that makes sense to me is that they have a Murktide. Oh, they have a second Ragavan. Oh my god. And draw Fury. Fury? Spyro? Spyro Fury? Neither's fine too, I guess. What a catastrophe. Here's the Murktide. No, have a heart. Sure. Removal spell? Removal. Never removal? I'm holding on to this for Fable. Remember holding lands in hand? It's for Fable. If the opponent's ever holding on to lands, it's because they're flooding. No, I'm sending it with both. I'm more cautious about sending it with both now. Wow, they conceded. I probably wouldn't have attacked with both into them drawing 2 cards. I would have been very hesitant because they just like draw into 1 lightning bolt and then I'm facing down a Burktide versus an empty board. Hmm. I'm dead. Too many good soundboard choices. Soundboard OP. I need to add more too. That'll happen whenever I put my Patreon in my about section. So like never. I actually have a decent amount of stuff to do the next couple days. You're at 57k. Look at you, Iggy. Moving up in the world. It's not my deck. Get it? Get it? I get it. Yeah, fuck Orvar. I was off Orvar as soon as... Let me find the tweet. I should just make this a command because I pull it up all the time. This crushed my soul. Hers, huh? That tweet right there crushed my soul. Single-handedly made me never want to play Orvar again. I guess I'll put this on the bottom. I could just top it again though. I'll put it on the bottom. I already have another one in hand. You got my terminate. Okay. Well, this sucks. Yeah, they sided out. That's why I like post board you have to name creativity. Game 1 name Archon, post board name creativity. Because that shit'll happen. Alright, infinite counterspells. Noted. Shove at me. I bolt. I'm not eating their counterspells. The Ragster. Coming in clutch. Punch. Ooh, Shredder. Don't mind if I do. Vagabond's such a messed up card. Oh god, you're gonna make me shred. I'm gonna hold this for conniving value. Alright, go. Holy shit, I'm gonna shred. Shredder down. I don't want to feign death that because it comes into play on their side of the board if I feign death it. So it's not the move. Although I could eat it with hers after I feign death it. I was gonna attack them with his hers. Could have done it for the content. The content, Dingo. Think about the content. Drawing a counterspell. So I can counterspell Ragavan and die. You? Chad, if you don't follow Modest in Mind, he is a very, very good Spanish speaking modern streamer who streams modern pretty much all the time. Shit. Rough. Alright, I'm just gonna pass. Also has very good English. Should mention that. How did Titan Shift go? Did it go well? I hope it went well. They didn't attack. I didn't attack and I drew Ragavan. Awkward. Do you think Fable would be better if it was 2 mana? That's why I didn't attack. Fable would be so broken at 2 mana. What the hell? What kind of question is this, Blank? Do you think Omnath would be better at 3 mana? Unplayable at 2. Because then he's only a 3-type commander if Omnath's 3 mana. That's true. They'd probably get rid of the white. Just make him teamer. I thought they were playing blue-white affinity, but they fetched up a Sacred Foundry, so I no longer have any clue what they're playing. You won 3-2. Or 3-2-1 against 4-color Rhinos living in blue-white control, losing the burn and mill. Burn is like impossible, and so is Bill. Yeah, both of those are very bad matchups, but you're not going to run into them very often in tournament. I don't know what's going on over there, but I'm going to lose to Urza Saga. Unless I can draw a Fury. Rough. People misunderstood that Yoriel wasn't the real problem for their decks and started playing Mill again. I blame Zeriak. Yeah, a lot of people started playing Mill again, though. Mill's quite popular in leagues. Still haven't seen it pop up in any tournaments, though. But it's only been a couple days, so we'll see. I just, like, can't win. It was bad, man. Purple hole too good. I need to draw a Fury a minute ago. Or like a Blood Moon or something. Yerp. I guess playing into the Metallic Rebuke was also a mistake. I just thought they were holding us back for Ragavan. I didn't realize, I didn't even think about Metallic Rebuke. Goblin Engineer. Is this Thopter Sword? I guess this is Thopter Sword, huh? Alright, decimated by Urza Saga. Not close. I guess I'll bring in 1 surgical. Nah, I'm not gonna bring in the surgical. I have Dothy. What card would be worse if you decreased its mana value? Leyline Binding. Because then you get pending Leyline Binding. But then, like, you'd have 1 mana Leyline Bindings off of, like, a Triome, you know? So it wouldn't even make it that much worse. I'd probably still make it equally as good. I don't know what I want against Affinity. I guess Fable's pretty bad. Get the Fables out of there. Cards with Sunburst, true. If I play a Hogak. What's the worst that could happen if I play a Hogak? They dispatch the Hogak. I'm mulliganing to 6. I think I'm just gonna play Hogak. I'll play Ripple Land if they're gonna play Blood Moon here. Or if they're gonna play an Urza Saga rather. So I Blood Moon it. Land, please. Land one time for the one time. Sword of the Meek. The biggest winner decks, Mill and fuck. Definitely Mill. And then like Jun slash red black mid range type decks also got a pretty big W. Land would have been so good there. And control, blue white control also got a big W. Things that got into L, taxes got an L. Nibdalite got an L. There's a couple that got L's from it also. No, I mean they can out engineer. I need a third land so badly. I can engineer, sack, sword, get Esper Sentinel back, and then infinitely block until I find a way to remove this. Another Fury would definitely do the trick. I could have an Aether Spellbomb here, which I would kind of prefer them to have an Aether Spellbomb. Bounce my Fury. Obviously 4-color took a massive L, but that's kind of already known. Okay. I'll take cards I can't beat for 600. I need another Fury. Need to murder something. I do have a commander deck. It's Kodama of the something tree. That's how much I played it. I put the commander over here. Kodama of the north tree, I think. Of the west tree. Dilly sent it to me as a gift. What do I need to terminate? I could terminate here, here. Oh, I need to kill this goblin engineer. Let him draw a card. Did I do a Thopter Foundry? Are you kidding me? Come on. No shot. They hit it off the Urza. Tilt! Alright. That's unfortunate. I'll put a Spyro back instead. If anything, I think Engineer is probably slightly underpowered in Modern. What's a Kodama? Kodama is a spirit, apparently. More affinity. I didn't realize it's Affinity Day today. Happy Affinity Day. Urza Aether Spellbomb. Take the Urza. Boy, am I glad I checked. What are your thoughts on Orvar? Oh, I have something for you. I had this ready on my clipboard already because somebody else asked me about Orvar. And it's like long answer short. I think Orvar is very gimmicky and not very good. I think it is quite gimmicky. Probably should have waited to do this. Rebuke. I guess I'm getting rebuked. I think Orvar is good in decks with Solitude in it. If you can like Solitude the Emrakul while you have an Orvar in your hand, because they just sideboard out all their Archons, right? and then you just have Emrakul, or apparently Sundering Titan, then you just need a countermeasure for Emrakul. Being catfished. That's me after I'm about to go get my haircut today. My hair is like all over the place now. Oh, second nettle cyst. Oh, sweet. Man-made horrors beyond my comprehension. Jump. Today was not a good day to take the K command out of the deck. Also, have not been splitting. Take the K command out of the main deck, and it's just like suddenly it's Affinity Day. Three nettle cysts. Affinity, like, low-key does very well against Scam. But nobody plays Affinity, so I just don't care about the matchup most of the time. I just ignore it. I guess I want to cut like two top. Nah, Tossie isn't that bad. I feel like Orvar is just worse than the Hollowed Moonlight 99% of the time. Hollowed Moonlight's like your go-to answer, and I wouldn't even play Orvar in a deck that doesn't have Solitude anyways, so I would only play Orvar in a white deck, but if you're playing a white deck, I'd just play Hollowed Moonlight instead. So, I think Orvar is very good. It needs to hit a lot of land drops, but maybe we'll get there. Either needs a Rebirth effect or a bunch of lands. If you're already on Eladamri's Call, then sure, Orvar's better. But like, the only deck that was playing that was 80 card 4 color, which is kind of gone now. I don't know what deck plays E-Call anymore. I don't even think Elementals plays it. I top deck the Feign Death at the worst time. I was gonna pass. I wouldn't even bring Orvar in the Scam Mirror. I just think Orvar is like a dead card in all non-creativity matchups. It's hard to be able to play like a non-flexible card like that in your sideboard in the context of Modern where you're playing against 20 different decks all the time. Like here, for example, did I know I was going to play against Affinity over and over? No fucking idea. Now I'm getting bodied because I'm playing against Affinity over and over. Guess I have to pass. Could attack K command. I guess I'll attack K command Thoughtseize. Metallic Rebuke, Oboro, second Urza Saga. Thought Monitor. Take the Thought Monitor. I guess I'm gonna have to go like. I'll see what they do. They can make another one. Destroy. You deal 2 to you. They could still have Metallic Rebuke up. So I don't have Metallic Rebuke up. I guess I'll Fury Feign Death. They tap the Spell Bomb. They're in for a bad time. They're gonna lose the thing anyways. Breach versus Creativity. I think Breach probably wins that. Punch and then play second Fable. Nope. Kind of surprised they didn't bounce the Fury as well. Why would somebody play Affinity over Hammer Time? There's no real reason. They lose to the same hate, but Affinity like loses to the hate even more than Hammer Time does, so I don't think there's a real reason to play it. People just play decks that they enjoy. Alright, we got there. Need more Magi of the Moon. Well, if they spell bomb, they bounce the Fury back to my hand, and then I still have a Fury in my hand. They lose their thing. You guys remember the Urza Saga construct shrinks? Maybe if they do spell bomb. That's why I did like that. The old turn 1 Metallic Rebuke. Turn 1 Metallic Rebuke, turn 2 nothing. Doesn't sound like a recipe for winning. What's your username on MTGO, Norwegian? I don't think I know what it is. Why, dude, I'm just an idiot. Oh, it's the consumer? Oh, Chicken Nugget. That's right. I don't know, I have so many MTGO friends. Chicken Nugget's a great name. Pretty sure you're on my buddies list. Yeah, you are. Chicken Nugget. Block. Wait a minute. Name's Reflection, draws a couple cards. Oh, that's a lot of Fury. I'm at like the 35% success rate on Nice Name, which is higher than my league win rate the last 2 weeks. Feels bad, man. Dingo refuses to add me on his buddy list. Janini, you don't play MTGO, you play Arena. I don't play Arena, Janini. Here, look, ready? Add a buddy. Janini1. What the hell, it worked? Who is this Janini? Alright, well, I guess I'm wrong. That's me, dog. Task failed successfully. I want you to play Jun Saga. I can fire up some Jun tomorrow.
Have you peaked? Bing bong, bing bong, bing bing bong. Have you peaked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.